we talk about theater as being 2,500 years old, or Greece.
Right.
And in fact, women weren't allowed on stage until maybe the 1600s or so. It's not that women characters weren't written, but women have always been excluded from theater. Well, not always, but for a couple thousand years, we were excluded from the theater.
And many other things as well.
And many other things as well.
The strong belief that every person on this planet deserves to have their story told. And I think if you're telling the story of a maid who was working really hard to support her family and uplift her community, that is a powerful, important story to be told. I was not being cast in those powerful, strong, important roles, and that frustrated me beyond anything. And so my determination to continue forward, to make a change, make a difference, and not just boo-hoo and cry and be upset about it, was I'll just start writing them. I'll just start writing strong, complex, powerful women across cultures, not just African American, so that someone coming after me will not have to go through that.
I mean, think of the influence of August Wilson on African American theater and playwrights, Latino, Asian writers. I mean, you look in the history of American drama for an Asian writer or a Hispanic writer before the last 20 years. You can't find one. And yet theater is probably more closely allied to what goes on in our society than fiction or poetry or anything, and that's what's going on in our society.
There's an inequality still in terms of the representation or the presence of women as playwrights, as performers, as directors, and yet at the same time women are supporting theater in very large numbers. And I think it's just because women love theater and women love stories of different kinds and don't necessarily discriminate about who's writing the story, but that's just something to keep in mind.